Hi, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com. Today we're going to make some creamed kale soup is what I call it. It's just sort of my version of kale soup. Now I make a couple of different kinds, but anyway, first thing you'll need is some fresh kale. And this is already washed and cut up, but I am going to wash it again, and I'm going to use about half this bag. So this is a 16-ounce bag, so for the soup you would need about 8 ounces of kale. Now I'm going to use stems and all because we're going to we're not going to cook it, but we're going to actually make it in the Vitamix after we've just sort of par cooked it. Alright, so the kale, I'm going to use 4 small red potatoes, 1 large yellow onion, we're going to use some garlic, and of course salt. And then we're going to add some olive oil to the pan to saute the onion. So get the onion peeled and chopped, the potatoes peeled and chopped, and wash the kale probably 2 or 3 times. And we'll be back. Okay, I got my onion and my little potatoes all chopped up, just kind of roughly chopped. So we're going to use a little bit of olive oil. Just a couple of tablespoons. Got my burner up a little bit too high, so I'm going to turn it down to medium. And we're just going to saute these onions just for a little bit. Just cook for just a little bit. Ooh, smells good. And I've already washed my kale, and again, this is about 8 ounces of chopped kale. Now we're using stems and all because they're very healthy too. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put these potatoes in now. Put all that around. I'm going to go ahead and put some salt in there. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the garlic. 1 teaspoon of garlic is what I use. This is garlic powder. Okay, so now I'm going to put the kale in right on top of all of that. Now I'm going to add 3 cups of, oh, y'all couldn't see it again. 3 cups of water to this. And once it comes up to a boil, we're going to cook this for about 20 minutes, or really until the potatoes get done. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, the kale, potatoes, and onions have cooked for about 20 minutes. And there's what it looks like. So now, I'm just going to spoon this into the Vitamix. Now you can certainly make this in a regular blender. So let me get it so you can see. There we go. So it's still, I let it cool just a little bit. Not much though. It's still very hot. And this is stems and all. Because remember, the stems are really just as healthy as the kale leaves are. Already smells very good. Okay, and the liquid that's in this pot I'm going to dump in there too. Now I had it boiling on pretty high heat. I think it was on medium high. Alright, So now to this, I'm going to add 1 cup of just regular water. And now at this point, if you want it to be a vegetarian or vegan soup, then you just add another cup of water. But I'm going to add 1 cup of whipping cream. And then we're ready to mix it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a little more salt in. We're ready to mix it up. This should mix up in probably 30 seconds or less. Okay, here we go. So I only mixed it really, I guess it was about 20 seconds, because I want to see a few little of those green specks in the soup. Oops, y'all couldn't see again. I'm getting bad at that. All right, I'm going to give it a taste and see if it needs to have any more salt. It is so good. Now, a lot of people add chicken broth to this type of soup, but I really like the whipping cream in there a lot. Alright, so I'll just pour some in a cup here. Alright, where am I? Here I am, okay. Alright, I'm going to tell y'all this is just super, super good. It's just fantastic. Now, I love kale, but adding the whipping cream and the potatoes just gives it an extra, I don't know. Of course, you have to add the garlic too. It is just super good and super healthy for you. Alright, so I think I've got my camera too close because I really see my wrinkles. Back off. There you go. Alright, so what I'm going to have for supper tonight will be this soup. Actually, I'm going to drink this cup right now. But I'm cooking a roast, and that won't be done for probably another hour or so. And maybe I'll give you a picture of that. But in the meantime, I'll just take, for the thumbnail of this one, just a picture of the beaker and the cup. How's that? All right, we'll see y'all next time.